Ilara was a cartographer of a peculiar sort. She didn't map coastlines or kingdoms. She mapped sound. Her maps were delicate, rice paper scrolls filled not with names of cities, but with lines representing the echoes of distant mountain bells, circles marking the quiet pools where river sounds disappeared, and shades of ink depicting the density of birdsong. Her latest quest led her to the legendary archipelago of Akos, a chain of volcanic islands known as the Silent Islands. It was said that no sound, human or natural, lingered there. It was the ultimate cartographic challenge, to map an absence. Alara landed on the main island of Viridian at dawn. The air was unnaturally heavy. When she clapped her hands, there was no sharp crack, only a dull, immediate thud that seemed to die instantly, swallowed by the atmosphere. She tried to shout. Her voice felt thick and viscous, dropping directly to the earth without carrying an inch. Her instruments, designed to measure resonance and decay, registered nothing but zeros. For 3 days she hiked, her boots silent on the packed earth, her breath muted. Frustration mounted. How could she map nothing? She was beginning to suspect the legend was a cruel joke, until she reached the island's core, a vast obsidian crater that overlooked the churning gray sea. As she stood at the rim, defeated, she noticed a faint shimmering on the water's surface, a pattern that seemed too geometric to be accidental. It was a perfectly repeating wave pattern, like ripples from a stone, yet no stone had been thrown. She quickly pulled out her paper and ink. Ignoring her instruments, she began to map the effects of the silence, not the sound itself. She drew the shimmering water lines, the way the leaves vibrated ever so slightly without wind, the silent pulse she could feel humming in the soles of her feet. She realized the legend was wrong. The islands weren't without sound, they simply transferred it. Every vocal vibration, every footstep, every gust of wind was instantly converted into a kinetic energy that traveled through the rock and water, becoming a silent, physical tremor. The silence was not an end, but a perfect, instantaneous translation. The shimmering on the water was the sound of the ocean waves hitting the shore, converted into light. The hum in the ground was the wind, now a tactile vibration. The island wasn't silent. It was the purest orchestra of energy she had ever encountered. Ilara spent the next week meticulously detailing these silent transformations. Her final map was her most beautiful, a scroll covered in iridescent paint, geometric patterns, and tiny, powerful symbols representing pressure and light. When she finally sailed away, she left the legendary Akos archipelago not as the Silent Islands, but as the islands of echoed motion. She had proven that sound can never truly be destroyed, it only changes the language it speaks. And she, Ilara, the cartographer, was the first to write its new grammar.